Welcome back to the Wondercat channel. Today we're going to be doing EX11 pauper set review and hoping that I can get through it really quickly because this is my third recording because I don't know why it just doesn't want to work. I don't know what's going on with it. Anyway, alright, so I'm really going to try and breeze through this quickly because I have done this twice now and it's been going for like 45 minutes. Anyway, getting on into it. Koromon, when attacking once per turn, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card with Tyrannomon in its name or the dinosaur trait in hand. This is going to be really, really good for the Dino Tyrannomon deck in Constructed. In Standard, or in Pauper, not so much. We miss out on Ryotaros, which is kind of like the whole deck's kind of playstyle, being able to suspend them to help Digivolve up when attacking and such. So I mean, this is kind of cool. Like, it also substitutes kind of for X antibody in Pauper, which again, kind of cool. But when decks care about like being able to go from like Tyrannomon into Tyrannomon X, it's basically like you need the egg under it or X antibody. So it can show it can kind of like fulfill that requirement, but is having this here and not playing X antibody better than playing X antibody and like the BT14 Coral. So it's up in the air, you know. Again, you have to digivolve. You still have to pay the digivolution cost as well. So yeah. I don't know. This Coromon's pretty cool though. I do like the art, very cute. Hyarimon. While your opponent has no Digimon with Digivolution cards, this Ice Snow Trade Digimon can also attack your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. It gives Blue Raid. Well, it gives Ice Snow Raid, but it gives Ice Snow Raid, which is really, really cool. And of course, works with Iceclad, which cares about your security account and stuff, whatever. Yeah, so really, really cool art. I love the line in general. I'm gonna rant about it. It's probably gonna replace the Hyarimons of old. Very, 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 very cool. Love it. Big fan. Pereramon, your turn. Once per turn, when face up role-based trait cards are placed in your security stack, draw one. I still prefer the old one over this, but the reason you play this new one is because the new level 3 Funbee will basically do what the old egg does. That being said, I still prefer playing the old egg, and then I would just play an extra copy of this. That being said, you know, yeah, just 5th egg, basically, for bees. Not super impressed with this one specifically. Capurimon, your turn. Once per turn, when your opponent's face-up security cards increase, draw one. I really like this because it's going to trigger off of your Altea every single turn. Altea is basically a 3 or 4 of in every machine-type deck that you want to play in this format because he is your black memory setter that allows you to increase the size of your stacks by returning cards that you, your level... it's level 4 or lower or play cost 4 or lower. I can't remember off the top of my head. But basically, being able to return your bits and pieces from trash underneath your stack to make your stack bigger and then flipping top security, which in turn draws you cards off Capurimon. Very, very strong. I love this Capurimon to bits. And I think Capurimon just in general is very, very cute as well. It's a little cat thing with a, you know, helmet on. Like, it's adorable. Yaomon, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon trait Digimon card in the trash with the Digivolution cost reduced by 1. If this effect Digivolved, trash 2 cards in hand. I think this is probably one of the strongest Yaomon we have seen, which, you know, power creep and stuff, whatever. I think it's definitely something I'm going to be building around and playing with because this Yaomon definitely means business, especially with the new Guilmon line that came out recently. The War Growl is just absolutely crazy. And with what we will see later on in this video, yeah, it's a very, very solid egg. Very strong egg. We're going to be skipping the Flickmon slash Atmon stuff because sadly the deck basically has no top end or like playable kind of stuff that would work around with it, and the Tamer's also a rare. So unfortunately, it's just not really wasting time going over. New Agumon, Digicost of 1 or 0 on Koromon. When moving or on play, one of your Digimon with a Tyrannomon in name or reptile or dinosaur trait gains raid and piercing for the turn. Oh my god! This Agumon is probably... it's getting close to one of my favorite Agumon printed so far. Sadly, he's only a 1k body. His all turns 1k DP. I've said it in the past. Anything that has plus 1k GP during all turns, I'm going to prefer over just plus 2k during your turn. Just gives you a bit more flexibility in combat during your opponent's turn, which of course means that, you know, your 12k body sits at 13k, and unless they can buff up their own thing, which not every deck can do, it can make things a lot harder to deal with. Very cool. Same thing with Elizamon. Elizamon, when moving and on play, one of your Digimon with a Reptile or Dragonkin trait gains Raid and plus 3k for the turn. So it's not going to target as many as our Agumon here, though it does just Digivolve for free on everything, which is a cool touch. At the same time, I think Elizamon suffers from the fact that we already have quite a few really good Elizamons, and this kind of feels like if I were to put it in, it'd be kind of shoehorned in. Like, I'm not looking at this card and thinking like, yes, this is the Elizamon we need to add. And even its inherited effect is the exact same as previous Elizamons as well. So it's not even like something that I can kind of say like, well, you know what? Even if the card itself is decent or like not great, its inherited super strong. It's got the same inheritance as every other Elizamon. So I can't really justify or think of a reason why I would prefer to play this. New Tyrannomon. Digicost of 2 on reptiles or 3 on everything else. When digivolving, if you have one or few tamers, play Ryutaro from hand without paying the cost. It is a level 4 generic play your tamer for free. Basically, I'm going to give him like a mid to low rating because we don't have a legal Ryutaro. If we did, he would be much higher. A lot of our level 4s in this particular set are going to do this, and therefore I'm quite disappointed, and it brings down the overall strength and thoughts on the set for us. We have Master Tyrannomon. Digicost of 3 or 4 on anything else if it's not a dinosaur. It's got Sec plus 1 and Fortitude. Oh, another level 5 Fortitude in green in Pauper. Yes. On play and when digivolving, you may suspend one Digimon. Then, if this Digimon is suspended, it gets 4k DP until your opponent's turn ends. So, you can, of course, swing with your level 4, hope it doesn't die, and then digivolve into this, suspending one of their Digimon, and then making this thing bigger until your opponent's turn ends. So that's okay, I guess. It's got it's red, so it's got Sec plus 1 inherited. Sorry, I've been talking for an hour straight now. Yeah, it's okay. I think it's one of the better cards in the set. I do think the level 5s are very like hit and miss in this set. Like they are either very very strong or a little underwhelming. Unfortunately, yeah. But yeah, this is one of my favorite cards in the set, definitely. Sec plus 1 on a level 5 and Fortitude. Tasty. Very, very tasty. Dinomon, Medusamon, Sangomon. When moving and on play, if you have 7 field cards in hand, draw 1. Now, suffers the exact same fate as our poor Elizamon. I just think the Sangos we already have are just so good at what they do and how we can use them. I don't think this Sango just makes any list that I would want to play it in, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Purple blue Sango? Mollusk? We're talking. We might be able to make something happen there. But unfortunately not. Only blue. Hyarimon, cost of 0. Reveal top 3 cards of your deck. Add a Suzune and an Ice Snow Trade Digimon card among them to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom. He's going to Digivolve on Hyari for 0 or 1 on everything else. Again, sadly, he cannot add Suzune to hand. We have no pauper legal Suzune, but he can add any Ice Snow Trade Digimon to hand, which is pretty cool. I love Penguinmon. He's probably one of my more favorite Digimon. He's grown on me quite a lot. He's very cute. And I like the look of blue-yellow cards in general, especially, like, look at this Limited Force. Oh, this Limited Force is going to look absolutely insane. And, yeah, I love the art style for this line. Jamming Inherited's a little lackluster. I'm so sick and tired of seeing jamming on rookies. On blue rookies, I guess. Especially when the whole line has it, so, yeah. 2k DP, I do like that. I do, yeah, I mean, yeah, just, overall, very cool card. Frigimon, 6k body, 5k play, 5 play cost, Digivolve of 3 or 2 on Ice Snows. If you have one of your tamers, play your Suzune. And again, has Jamgus inherited. Just kind of meh. Overall, kind of lackluster, though he is an uncommon level 4 for us, so happy about that. Skydimon, again, Digivolve cost of 4 or 3 on a Ice Snow. It's got Ice Clad. And on play when Digivolving, trash any 2 Digivolution cards from your opponent's Digimon. Then you may place one of their Digimon with no Digivolution cards as the top or bottom security card. If you can strip enough cards between playing your Howling Memory Boost, trashing 2 off their level 6, and then playing this, trashing 2 off their level 6. They've just lost their level 5, level 4, level 3, and their level 2, and then just bottom sec their level 6. They've just lost a level 6 off of you playing your level, digivolving into your level 5 essentially. Crazy, crazy work. Love this Skardimon so much. It's going to be really, really cool to play as a Ice Snow card and just as a potential top end for blue-yellow lists. While your opponent has no Digimon with Digivolution cards, this Ice Snow trait Digimon gains Piercing and Sec +1. I do believe this is similar to the old Polar Bearmon, though I may have called it Skardimon before, unfortunately. It sucks. We don't have a level 6 that we can play that is of Ice Snow trait in Pauper, so this Inherited just is not super great for us right this very second. Again, in future, if we get something that becomes Pauper legal, it will make all the difference. It will make Polar Bearmon much, much easier to work with and will make the card much, much stronger. New Skardimon is a rare, unfortunately. Very pretty altar. We have a Ryugamon. A Shumon on deletion. Play a familiar token on deletion. -3k. It's got barrier. It's probably like the 4th or 5th yellow rookie so far that has barrier as an inherited, so it's a nice little addition. Honeymon, if deleted other than in battle, you may play Shumon from hand without paying the cost. So we want to overclock this, delete it. When it's deleted, play a Shumon. If Shumon were deleted, either by attacking and it dying because it's only 2k, or deleted with overclock again, we get a we get a token. We let the token have rush, or we overclock the token, -3k something. Very, very nice. Really cool combo line. When digivolving, if you have one of Field Tamers, play your Mirai. Again, we don't have a Pauper legal Mirai. The exact same inherited as our here, Honeymon. When one of your opponent's Digimon attacks by deleting one of your other Digimon and that attack. Very, very cool effect actually in Pauper. Especially in ways that, you have cards like this Honeymon where you benefit off it dying. Even if that dying effect is like conditional on how it dies. It can be a very, very strong effect. Especially for like removing security threats, or like effects that would or attacks that would blow up your big stack. We have Scapegoat on a level 5. You'd love to see it. It's digivolving for 3 or 4 on everything else that's not a puppet. On play or when digivolving, play a puppet trait Digimon with 4k DP or less or hand from trash, from hand or from trash, sorry, for free. At end of turn, delete the Digimon this effect played. So you play this, or digivolve into this, play out your Honeymon dies, play out the Shumon. Yeah. This little support piece for the Mirai stuff is looking really, really good. Really, really good. Karakuru has the exact same, or similar effect, I should say. When this Digimon would leave the battle area other than by one of your effects, by deleting one of your tokens or other puppetry Digimon, it doesn't leave. Doesn't care about what's on top of it, makes it incredibly, incredibly strong. Kaguyamon, Centralmon, Funbeamon, security, all turns, all your role-based trait Digimon game reboot. Starting your main phase, add your top face down security card to the hand, then you may place a role-based trait Digimon from your hand face up as a bottom security. So, basically, this card becomes your old egg, which I previously mentioned. I still think the old egg is better, though this does replace the rare Funbeamon, which we can't run in this format, so I do believe we have a full playset of Funbeamon now that we can play in this format. So that's really, really cool. And of course it has the all turns, this Digimon gets plus 1k DP. Moving on. We have Terramon, a new Terramon, when moving or on play. This when moving is definitely a move towards increased power creep. So just in case you wanted to be able to use an on play, but you have to, digivolve in raising, we still have that effect. You may suspend a Digimon, then if this effect suspended your Digimon, one of your Digimon with Avian or Bird in any of its traits, or the Vortex Warriors gets plus 3k until your opponent's turn ends. It's okay. Again, it's only 1k DP. Anytime a rookie has only 1k DP, it definitely ruins it a little bit for me because you just know that if you're swinging into security, it's always probably going to, unless you hit an option, it's probably going to die. So if it has at least 2k, there's always the odd chance that being able to swing, it will live. Terramon, during your turn, once per turn, when this Digimon wins a battle, gain a memory. This will also trigger off of security checks, which is one of the craziest parts about the card. Yeah. It's a cool card. It's definitely going to be part of the Green Birds list, and I'm looking forward to being able to play with it when it's all together and stuff. I've already got basically all the cards that I want in the deck together. So, yeah. I was going to release it a little earlier, but I do kind of want to wait a little closer to EX11 before, sharing it with you all. Makinamon, Galmon, on play, and when Digivolving, you may suspend a Digimon, and then all turns once per turn, when any of your Digimon suspend, if you have one of your tamers, you may play a Shoto from your hand without paying the cost. This is a really cool, like, the fact that this is an all turns play Shoto is pretty wild. That being said, that, like, we don't have a pauper legal Shoto, so, like, all of our, all of our, like, Terramon Vortex Warrior stuff is basically just garbage here because it's all just, hey, you need Shoto to do this. Yeah, like it's an okay card, like mid at best. Turbomon, very love the art. Looks cool, looks sick. Can't wait to play with the deck. Hopefully, it's not too expensive. I might pick it up just to have for the collection. I'm talking about the deck as a whole, not just this uncommon card. Yeah, I love the card. Card art, anyway. Won't be going over it as it's one of the Makinamon cards. Forge Beamon, secure your opponent's turn. All your role-based Digimon gain reboot. We love the fact that he's showing his face. It's a mask because yeah, he's fixing the wall with our honey. Very cool. Nice and on theme. Very thematic. I love it. On play, when Digivolving, add your top face down security card to the hand. Then you may place one role-based trait Digimon card from your hand face up as a bottom security card. Now, I will say this does trigger Owen, BT18 Owen, because BT18 Owen is an all turns effect. So, please keep this in mind if for some reason you are running bees into any kind of red deck that would be using Owen as their memory setter. If you play this, trigger this, add your top security to hand. It counts as security leaving your opponent being your opponent's Owen, saying your security was removed from, suspend it, delete, Forge B. Vespamon, security, opponent's turn, all your role-based Digimon gain blocker. On play and when Digivolving, for each of your face-up security cards, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers, then one of their Digimon or Tamers can't unsuspend until their turn ends. I love the art. I think the art is sick. I mean, cool, he's got blocker. I do remember vaguely that, like, so I think the idea is because I'm pretty sure the level 3, the old level 3s gave blocker, and now these ones give reboot, and the top end gives blocker. So it's kind of like a mishmash. This is really cool. Basically, just like can lock down your board, your opponent's entire board, or you can like swing into your opponent's entire board, and then whatever you don't, or whether it be a tamer or one of their Digimon, if you can't get over it, like a level 6 that you just can't kill this turn, being able to stop it from unsuspending next turn basically gives you a turn. So I do like this Vespamon. All turns, when one of your role-based trait Digimon would leave the battle area, other than by one of your effects, by flipping your top face-up security card face down, one of those Digimon doesn't leave. Again, doesn't care about what its top end piece is, so it doesn't care about what's on top of it. Just anytime a role-base would leave, flip your security top face-up security face down, it doesn't leave. Really nice protection on a level 5. Grangale, hand main, it's a warp Digimon. Yeah. We can't trigger it. It cares about Shoto. When Digivolving, you may suspend one Digimon, then you may play a 3k body green Digimon with avian or bird in any of its traits from your hand without paying the cost for each suspended Digimon. Add 1k to its maximum. So, if this is suspended, you're playing a 4k, which means you could potentially play a Galemon. Not bad. If there's 2 Digimon on board, you're getting in 5k, obviously 6k, 7k, whatever, right? The bigger the board is, the better this card is. I'm disappointed it doesn't have any keywords like piercing, because if this had piercing, obviously being able to suspend something, play a body, and then swing into something with piercing would make it really strong. Though, you have your you have your Galemon and your Terramon, which is whenever it wins a battle, gain a memory. So the fact that this can suspend something, swing into that said thing, and then gain back 2 memory after playing out a body, very, very strong. I like this card a lot. Maneuvermon, gorgeous art, love the card, think it's sick. Queen Bee, really pretty altar. Sephargamon, really pretty altar, nice manga. Dalfamon, super rare. Espimon, when moving on play, flip your opponent's top face down security card face up. This effect in flip, draw one and get in memory. So late game, it's basically a 2-cost draw a card tamer. Rookie. Like that's very, very cool. Again, 1k body, it's not super great, whatever. Jamming on a blue rookie, blue level 3. Okay, sure. I guess if we have to. All in all, it's a playable SB I can't complain. I'm pretty happy with it. I like that he just looks like a little space polar bear. I don't know, like he's cute in his own way. Even though he's a cyborg, like he's cute in his own way. We have Sunarisamon. When moving on play by trashing a mineral or rock trait card from your hand or your Digimon's Digivolution cards, draw one. The fact that it's also from hand is also kind of crazy, not gonna lie. But being able to trash your Tumblemon, so like because this is when moving, obviously you can like push out, trash Tumblemon whenever it's trash, gain a memory, and then this is trash your when you trash the Tumblemon, draw a card. So push this out from raising, gain a memory, draw a card. Pretty good. Sunarisamon, when effects trash this card from a mineral or rock trade Digimon's Digivolution cards, draw one. So yeah, all in all, it's gonna add a lot of card draw to this deck. That being said, this deck also suffers from the fact that it doesn't have a great top end to finish up on thematically. We have Hover Espimon. When Digivolving, if you have one of your Tamers, you would play an Altair from your hand without paying the cost. We have the best Altair. Sorry. We have a really good Altair for the deck, and it's playable. It's a 4-cost. It can be played off Pride Memory Boost. Sadly, it has no on-play, but like everything about this card is amazing. I love it to death. I love it so much. Sadly, it's got jamming as well as it inherited, but whatever. It is what it is. Really excited for this card, and can't wait to get limited fours of this one as well. Mulemon, Oblivimon, security. End of opponent's turn. Play this card without paying the cost. And on play, when Digivolving, flip one of your opponent's top face down security cards face up, then Digivolve one of their Digimon. Pretty good. Then, if it's their turn, this Digimon may Digivolve into Invisimon in the hand without paying the cost. We sadly do not have an Invisimon to trigger this effect yet. Your turn, when any of your Digimon check face-up security cards, you may place this Digimon's top set card face-up as the bottom security card. Now, what this means is, you will start your turn, Altair will trigger, you put something underneath your stack, flip their top card face-up. You swing with this Oblivimon. You've got jamming, so it doesn't matter whatever it is. It could be a 12k body, whatever, right? You swing with it, and you check it. On check, you just throw your Oblivimon back into your own security. You're swinging with the level 4, which still has jamming because of your Espimon. And then, end of their turn, if they can't get to this Oblivimon to check it, it just comes back out for free and Digivolves one of their threats again. So I really this card's wow, very, very big. Very, very big. Very, very cool. Again, we're going to have potential limited falls. We also have the potential for pre-release falls as well. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Invisimon, sadly, a rare. Pyramidimon, a super rare. Metatromon, a super rare. Galacticmon, a super rare. Impmon, start a main phase, trash one card in hand, then gain 1 memory during your turn. This Digimon gets 2k DP. It's a Digivolution of 0 on Yarmon or 1 on everything else. This card's going to be super, super necessary if you want to play a Dark Dragon / Evil Dragon deck. It's probably like best in slot with the newest Gilmon as well. This deck is kind of similar to the Titamon deck where like a lot of its pieces, like a lot of the deck is very low rarity, which means it's going to be super cheap to build, super cheap to pick up, even for like a constructed build, right? So yeah, I think this is going to be very, very strong, very, very strong. It's just whether or not you can play very well with the cards in your hand, your resources, right? Because you can trash cards that obviously want to be in trash, But if you trash too much, you're not going to be able to play the game. So consistency not only is key, but knowing when you want to trash or when to play cards, keep cards in hand to do things. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Ghostmon. When moving on play, one of your Digimon with a Ghost Trick gains retaliation until your opponent's turn ends, and on deletion get a memory. Now, I feel like this suffers from the exact same problem as Elizabon. I feel like we have a lot of really solid Ghostmons right now, and this is just not one of them. So, I might play this as a 1 or 2 of at most, but I don't think this Ghostmon's super great. Punkmon, when attacking, trash 2 cards in hand, then this Digimon may Digivolve into a Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon trade Digimon card in the trash with the Digivolution cost reduced by 2. Now, if you want to think about it, it's basically a 1 attack, trash 1, Digivolve into a card in the trash, being the other card you trashed, for 2 less. Or, when attacking, trash 2 cards, Digivolve and trash, for each card trash, reduce the cost by 1. So, depending on how you want to look at it, the card seems very, very strong. Like, being able to Digivolve into our Wargrowl, which is like on the newest Wargrowl, which is like when Digivolving delete a level 4 or lower, I think. Very, very strong card. It can be played from trash for 5 if you have a certain amount of cards in hand, I think it was. Very, 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 very cool. I love the art. This card looks sick. Yeah. The entire archetype is just going to be none of butters. Loudmon, 7 play cost, 7k body, Digivolution cost of 4 or 3 on a Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon. On play and when Digivolving, trash 2 cards in hand, then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with as much or less DP as one of your Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon Digimon. Note, this is 7k body. Note, Punkmon gives plus 2k, and your Impmon gives plus 2k. So that means that with a pure line, getting up into this, we have this at a 11k body that can delete certain level 6s just on Digivolving. All turns, while you have 4 or fewer cards in hand, all of your Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon trade Digimon gain Scapegoat. The entirety of the board. We don't necessarily need to go into a level 6 if this card just like keeps our entire board alive. Crazy strong. Very, very cool. Scapegoat is such a busted effect. Just when it'd be deleted? Cool. Just delete one of my other Digimon instead. While you have 4 or fewer cards in your hand, all of your Digimon with the Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon trait gain Sec +1 again. Again, it doesn't care about what it is, like what's on top of it, what the level 6 is. It doesn't say, if this card's name is Argomon, right? Like, this is so cool. It turns all your, like, it's not a Sec +1 on a level 5 Digimon in it, like red Digimon inherited, but it's even better because the bigger your board is, the more this card is doing. Unironically, one of the strongest cards I've seen in a long time. At least for Pauper. Like, this card is crazy, crazy, crazy. Necromon, Heavy Metal Dramon, Omekamon, Owen, Chitose. On play, start a main by trashing 1 composite or Wicked God trait card in hand, draw 1 and gain a memory. Play cost of 4. It covers basically every Chimeramon / Machine Dramon deck. It's great support. All turns, when any of your composite or Wicked God trait Digimon are deleted, by suspending this Tamer, you may play a Gazi or Giza from your hand without paying the cost. Even in my Chimeramon list, sadly, I didn't play... I don't think I played Gizamons in it. But the fact that it can play out the... why can't I think of the word? Floodgate Gazimon is pretty cool. The fact that it can play out blue Gizamons, I don't know why you would play blue Gizamons in this with this card, but you can do it, is also pretty cool. So yeah, I like the card. It's pretty cool. Also, the fact that it's a dual color tamer in Pauper, which means more access to more flexible options. We have a couple of rares. Yao looking very different. A beautiful altar. Rena, start a main on play by trashing an NSO trait card in hand, draw 1 and get a memory, and then an effect that we can't trigger because it cares about DNA Digivolving with NSO trait cards, and it is not Pauper legal, or the cards that it cares about are not Pauper legal. All in all, this is probably going to be like a 2 of in a deck if you're going to play NSOs. I think NSO at the moment is like it's like barely playable. barely playable. I think you can do it. I think the yellow in the deck is really easy to use because it's all vaccine traded, so you can play like Tapirmon, Mammothmon, Eightmon, the Skull Mammothmon, all pauper playable, all vaccine traded, all like very solid cards, and you can play them with support of Rena. So you could just play like a yellow vaccine deck in Pauper, which is pretty cool if you want to use this. And just help it to, filter things. And Skull Mammoth will obviously allow you to play things from trash as well. So, yeah, really good support. Definitely going to be better in Constructed, though. Orisa, super rare. Mirai, a rare. Shoto, a super rare. Wana, a rare. Altea, sadly, a rare. Close, a rare. Xeno, an uncommon. Start a main by trashing one card with Vemon in its text from your hand. Draw one and gain a memory. And all turns when your Digimon are played or Digivolve, if any of them have Vemon in their text, by suspending the Tamer, reveal top 2 cards of your deck, place all Vemon among them as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution cards, and then trash the rest. So this deck is looking very close to being like pauper playable. I don't think we have an uncommon Galactic One. I think that's our only problem so far. So if we can get an uncommon at some point in the future, this deck would be a like potential threat because a lot of the deck is uncommon. Yeah, so not too much to say about the card itself. It's fine. It's a 4-cost memory setter that gains memory similar to the Reina and stuff, but yeah, sadly at the moment not super playable though. Dokuson Aruba, cool as heck background. I love seeing purple and yellow cards in terms of just like how they look. Though the card is just not playable. It cares about Lucemon. Lucemon is famously known as a very high rarity and expensive deck. So even if we wanted to play it, it is just kind of like it is unplayable. If you play it, you are actively impacting your deck negatively. Let's just put it like that. We have Violet as an alt-art, Yuki going for a jog, and Unchained. Cool boy. Our only option, 3-cost green, play a Terramon, Muchomon, or Shoto from Hand or Trash. And then, like any of our other unique emblems, it's just, hey, something happens, Digivolve up, 3 less, whatever. They're like reverse scrambles, which is like kind of weird. Anyway, I don't think this card's playable in Pauper, really, at the moment. Again, we don't have a Shoto. We have Terramons and Muchomons that we can play. But, again, why would you play this? Like, why would you play this? It's, oh, hey, look, I can recur a Terramon from trash. But it's like, okay, but if if your entire rookie lineup is just Terramons, why do you need to run this? Like if you've got 12 Terramons, and then you could play 2 of these, or you could just play 2 more Muchomons. So yeah, unfortunately, though it's our only option in the set, it's not a great one. We have Ex Machinamon, some alt arts, gorgeous top ends. Oh, look at the 2 stars. Oh, beautiful. And yeah, some more Ghost Res. Alright, so I managed to cut that down a little bit. We're at 33 minutes. I think the last recording was like 45. Oh my gosh. Okay, hopefully this one works this time. Sorry if I talked a bit too quick. Again, like I said, this is my 3rd time recording this one. All in all, the set has some absolute bangers, and yet it also has quite a few cards that are very, very disappointing. Mainly the Tame Player stuff. But again, they will increase and be extremely useful in future if we get lower rarity tamers in future. So, again, as cards are brought out, as, sets are printed and whatever, cards can only get stronger over time, generally. So, newer cards are going to be printed that hopefully help older cards, in which case older cards become stronger, and, we won't have that issue. A year from now, we might have, I don't know, some other EX set or just regular set that cares about dinosaurs or Ryotaro, or we get a Ryotaro that is an uncommon, and all of a sudden Tyrannomon and Ryotaro is playable, and, all those fun, fancy things. So, yeah, all in all, I think the level 5s are definitely where it's at for this set. Level 4 is very underwhelming. There are some pretty cool level 3s, some very underwhelming level 3s. So I'm going to give the set a 5 out of 10. A very fair 5 out of 10. I want to like it more. It's it's 100% geared towards constructed, or whatever standard, however you want to call it. But that's to be expected. Digimon Bandai, they're not printing and making these cards with Pauper in mind. So, it is what it is. But it breeds creativity in deck building, and I like cooking. I love building these decks. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Let me know what your favorite Digimon card is in this set. Is it Loudmon? Is it the cute Elizamon? Is it the new SPMon stuff? Who knows? Let me know down below. Or maybe it was one of the rares or the alt arts, who knows? Anyway, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and sub if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next Pauper set review. Ta-ta.